record the video for people that need it. And then we can just get started with our second class in the advanced module. So, okay. So today, I just wanted to let you guys just try a problem on your own. Um, and because I don't know, it's like one of the maybe you've seen this problem before in one of your things, but I just wanted you guys to just try a problem yourself today, because it's gonna be like one of the a bit more challenging problems. I don't know, maybe it'll be easy for you. I don't know, maybe it'll be challenging for you, but it's one of like the a very it's like a problem that everyone will do when they're doing algorithms. So I just wanted you guys to just try it today. Okay, so today, and we're not gonna do an icebreaker, because I think you guys already, hopefully, I think we all know each other. So today, I just want you guys to try out one problem, okay? And I remember when I was what we were saying, we made like a deal, right? Like if you guys just try for 30 minutes, like try hard for 30 minutes, then you guys are good. It's okay if you solve it or you don't solve it, right? I just want you guys to try for 30 minutes. Um, and I'm just gonna give you 30 minutes to try, right? So, and I don't know, just like try not to feel discouraged or anything. And let me, I keep on forgetting. Let me turn on captions. But sometimes I talk too fast or whatever. I don't know. Maybe like you might just you can like look at the captions or whatever. So yeah, remember we made a deal last class, right? I just want you guys to try for 30 minutes. Okay, like try it really hard for 30 minutes. And then if you solve it or you don't solve it, it's completely okay, right? But if you don't solve it, or if you solve it, right, I want you guys to just listen to the solution um that I provide after the 30 minutes. Okay. And for this problem, there's two solutions that I'm just gonna talk about after. Um, and hopefully you guys will like think that the logic is like kind of cool. It's kind of fun to think about. It's like a little puzzle, right? So I just want you guys to try first. And because it's like the first one, I'll help you guys through the problem statement. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you how to do it, but I'll explain to you what the problem means. Okay, so let's just first look at the problem. Right? It might be like a long, maybe a little bit longer than what you're used to, but I think you guys can understand it. So first, right, given an array of integers, right, integer nums and an integer target, that just means we're gonna have a list of numbers called nums, right? We're gonna have a list of numbers called nums, right? And an integer target. And so we have an integer that's a target. So one number that's target and nums is just a list of numbers, right? And all values inside the list are always integers, right? We're gonna return the index. Indices is just the plural form of index. Right? We're gonna return the index of two numbers such that like return the indices of two numbers in nums, right? Such that they add up to target, right? And we can assume it's just an assumption that they like a promise they make us, right? You can assume each input will have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. Same element twice, as in like you can't choose um the same number and use it twice, right? So basically, in a sense, right now is our goal is to look at every single number in nums, right? Let's just look at this example right here, right? 2, 7, 11, and 15. We want to find two indexes, right? Such that two indexes in here, such that the numbers in the index add up to target. So for example, right, 2, 7, well, 2 plus 7 is 9. Right, 2 is at index 0, and 7 is at index 1. So it'd be 2 plus 7 equals to 9. That's why we're going to output 0 and 1, right? Because num 0 and nums 1 equals to 9, so return this. So let me give you like another example. So for example, target equals to 8, right? What do you think we would return here? And then this is just the indexes. Yeah, Anna.
One and two.
Yeah, one and two, right? And why would we not return zero and zero? Why is this wrong? Why is this wrong? Maybe like look at here.
You can't repeat numbers.
Yeah, you can't repeat numbers, right? You can't use four twice. But for example, this if this was the case, right? Target equals 8, then we would return 0 and 1. That's possible. Okay. So does anyone have questions about the problem statement? Um, any questions about the problem statement? Okay. So I'm gonna give you guys maybe like a little hint for you guys to like um try to like help you guys a little bit, right? So mm, I'm just gonna like here, how about this? I'll give you like a hint and then I'll do like a poll maybe like 20 minutes later and see you guys want another hint. Okay. So the first hint right now is I want you guys to think about how you can use for loops to do this problem. Okay. So how would you use for loop to do this problem? That's one thing. And Um, unfortunately, as we like get later on, right, I'm gonna stop giving you guys like hints. I just want you guys to try to like solve a problem just from the start, right? You want to be able to, I want you guys to try to be able to do it, start it yourself, right? So because this is the first one, I just want you guys to remember just try, right? Just try your best, right? Remember the deal that we have is if you try 30 minutes, you try your best for 30 minutes, then you're okay, right? You're good. And you've done enough for that problem. And now you just need to listen to the solution and understand the solution. Okay. So right now I'm just gonna send you guys the link to the problem, and it's gonna be on LeetCode. So hopefully you guys remember how to submit something on LeetCode. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay. So and after 20 minutes, I'll have a poll if you guys would like another link, and then we'll get back together at 4:45. Okay, I just want you guys to try for 30 minutes. Okay. I just want you guys to try this problem for 30 minutes. And I'm just gonna yeah, I just want to give you guys like a quiet environment to work. So after 30 minutes, we'll come back and then I'll be looking at the chat though, so don't worry about that. But I just wanted to give you guys a quiet environment, so I'm gonna unmute. I'm gonna close my video too, so I don't distract you guys or anything. And then I just want you guys to just try for 30 minutes. Okay, just try your best for 30 minutes. And then if you have any questions, you can send it to me in the chat. And then if you need me to debug anything, like if it doesn't work, like just don't instantly give it to me. Like try to debug it yourself. But if you like can't really solve it, then I can try my best to debug it for you. Okay. So I just want you guys to try for 30 minutes. Okay. So I'm gonna unmute and then we'll get back here at 4:45. Okay, so it's been like 10 minutes. I just want to like check up on you guys. Like, how's everyone like doing so far? Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Everyone's doing pretty good. Seems like. Okay, so it's like around we have like 7 minutes left. I'm gonna like send you guys like a poll real quick, and then I'll see if you guys like want to answer. Like if you want to hit, if you don't want to hit, just like don't answer the poll. So if you just answer the poll. Okay, so it looks like a lot of people want to hit. So I want you guys to think about like you have enough time to check for each element. I want to find a I want to try to find like a partner for it, right? So like let me present this again. Just give me one second. Like for each number, I want to try to find a partner for it, right? So for two, I want to look through every single number after, and I want to see if there's a partner for it, right? And then for seven, well, I want to look for every single number and see if there's a partner for it. Right? For 11, I'll look through every single number and see if there's a partner for it. And then for 15, I'll look at every single number, see if there's a partner for it. Right. So how might you do that? Like think about that. And by partner, I mean like, okay, this plus its partner will equal to a target. That's like the partner thing. And just make sure you can't partner it with itself, right? Because you can't have a duplicate number. So that was like a quick hit. You guys like maybe 5 more minutes. Like just try. Like, try your best. think I'll see if there's like one more minute just to finish up whatever you guys have. So, okay. So, can someone like maybe like just like tell me like what was like your if you like maybe had an idea like you want to like can you guys like share to me like what ideas did you guys like maybe have while like solving this problem? What did you guys use dot find? Yeah, dot find for lists. Like if we're trying to find a partner for it, definitely. Yeah, you can brute force it. Yeah, it's just like defining the partner one. Um, yeah. So when hopefully you guys kind of understood that at least the logic behind finding its partner. Um, and yes, you could find it's basically its partner. Um, so yeah, so those some pretty good ideas. So let's just go over like the solution. And again, one thing because this is like your first problem, right? Um, I guess just so you guys like maybe if it was like a little hard, I hope all of you at least tried the problem and just didn't spend 30 minutes like not doing anything because if you like make that a habit, then I don't think you're gonna learn anything from this class, which I don't know is really good. Like I don't know. Because if you guys just want to like take this class, like I know it's like um it's it's like around Halloween time, so maybe you guys are like want to go trick or treating or something, right? But the fact that you guys are here, it's like it shows that you guys want to learn. So I hope that you guys will actually come here to learn and try the problems, right? If you don't try the problems, then I I can't really force you, I guess, because I'm not like your parent. So I just hope you guys will at least try the problems for the first 30 minutes or try the problems for the time that I give you guys. Okay. So um yeah, I so hopefully you guys will try the problems that I give to you. Okay. So uh and if you did try the problem, well great, of course, right? Awesome. But and you might have felt maybe like it was maybe it was hard. I don't really know. But if it was hard, like I really just don't want you guys to feel discouraged. Like that's just not a good way, I guess, start with algorithms, right? Like, of course, starting algorithms, like finding problems, it can get tough, right? It can get challenging. But it's like I feel like once you just understand it, and the more you guys listen to the solution and understand the solution, and the more you do the practices that I give to you in class, the easier to get. And that's something that I can promise you guys. Okay. So, and just please don't feel like discouraged or demotivated. You guys are all smart kids, right? It's just like these. It's just like since it's the first time doing these types of problems, it might be like a little confusing. Maybe like a thinking might be like a little bit of a type of thinking that you might have not done before. So you will get better at this, right? I just expect you guys to try and try to understand the solution when I give you the solution, right? And if you do both of those things, or this just those two things, right, you guys will get better. I can promise you. Okay. And you're always welcome to work on these problems after class if you guys want. And if you guys, we always have a tea hour where I can try to help you guys. Okay. So yeah, it's not easy things, right? It's not easy things. So let's just quickly get started. So if your solution was something was like correct, right? You would have seen that accepted screen, right? And let's just explain, well, um, we want to speed things up, right? And you could also get a solution, right? The brute force solution, if you were to solve it, right? It would say, oh, we only beat 5% of people in Python. Well, that's not too great, right? So there is another problem, or another algorithm that we can use for this problem that will make it go around 90%. So first, let me just quickly explain the brute force solution, right? And I hope you guys can understand the brute force solution. Like, just try to understand it, okay? If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay. So we're trying to find, let's say the list was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Let's make it even easier. Let's just do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's say the target was 5, right? So when we're doing it, remember how you submit things on LeetCode, you can just directly work with the variable num and the variable target. You don't have to like define it anyway. It's already predefined for you guys. Okay. So when we're trying to do it, well, we want to first for each number, right? We want to check the whole list again, basically. Does that make sense? Because for this one, well, I want to check every single thing, every single other thing in the list, right? That could be a potential partner, right? And for this one, well, I want to check every single thing in the list that could be a potential partner. And for this one, I want to check every single thing in the list that has a potential to be a partner, right? So from what I just said, aren't we just trying to check for each element in the list? I want to go through the list again, right? Does that make sense? So for each element in the list, I want to go through the list again. Okay. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just let me know. Okay. So, well, for each list or for each element in the list, I want to just check the list again, right? So this for loop will go through each element in the list, and this for loop will go through each element in the list again, right? So this time I'll go one, and then go 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Does that make sense? And well, of course, I don't want to use two numbers that are, well, I don't want to use the same number twice, right? So how I check that is for this, if I'm on this number, right? If I'm currently on this number and I'm checking the list again, so I go one, my current number is one, I go 1, 2, 3, right? If one and one, if they're in the same position in the list, that means they're the same number, right? Does that make sense? Because like if a number, if you have two, right? And we see the two again, well, of course it's the same two, right?
What does
So
I and J stand for?
I and J, remember, do you remember for loops, right? They're just like the indexes.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah, they're
what's
just
the len and the range? I kind of forgot.
um I mean the len and the range, like, do you remember how for loops work?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the range is just like, how you write the for loop, and then the number that I pass in here is just a link to the list, right? Because I want to go through every single element in the list, right? So if I want to go through every single element in the list, remember that I start at index 0, and I want to go to all the um like all the numbers that's in the list, right? So I'm gonna have to check. I is gonna have to increment itself the num by the amount of numbers in the list,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it makes sense now.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is just like I guess it's just one thing you have to try to understand is if you want to go through every single element in the list and every single element in the list and you want to go through it in a for loop, just write it like this. And hopefully you guys can understand like the at least the logic behind it, just like a little bit of a little bit of math, right? Okay. So after this, right? After this, after we check if the numbers are similar, right? If they're the same number, because we can't use this, remember we can't use the same number twice, right? So if it's the same number, I'm just gonna go to the next number, right? I'm gonna continue. I'm not gonna do anything else. I just want to go to the next number because we can't have the same number used twice, right? So now all I have to check is if nums I plus nums j is equal to target, right? We're checking is this number and this number, well, can they be a partner, right? By being a partner is if you add them together, you get the target, right? And if there is, I'm just gonna return the indexes where I found. Does that make sense? Okay. I don't think there are any questions, so I'm gonna move on to like I guess there's another solution and it's a faster solution, but it's a harder solution. Why continue if I is equal to j? So when I deal with a J, you understand that that is when the numbers are the same, right? Okay, so well, I just continue. I just go to the next number, right? I skip whatever is after, and I just go to the next number because I don't want to use the two numbers. If I don't want to use two numbers that come from the same number, right? So after I just continue, I just go to the next number. That's what continue does. Okay. Okay. So now, right, also one thing in programming is, well, when you're just starting, I guess it's not very big of a concern, but later as you get like better with algorithms and stuff, right? When I give you like the 30 minutes like work on the solution, you might find a solution, but like, like, I don't know, maybe you find a solution in 15 minutes. Then after the 15 minutes, then I just want you guys to try to see if you can find a better solution. Right? Go back. Right. So I want you guys to try to see like try to find like a better solution, right? If you were to solve it before the time that I give you, right? So if I give you, if I like, for example, if I today I give you 30 minutes to work on the problem, right? After 15 minutes, or if you guys did find the problem or did find the solution, I want you guys to try to think about a solution that might be a better solution than the solution that you already have. Because a lot of times in programming, it's about getting the right solution, but it's also about getting the right solution the fastest, right? The fastest right solution, right? So, and you can see here that the solution, right? We have only beats 5% of programs that were ever submitted and accepted into this problem, right? So we want to try to find a solution that can be faster, right? So this, right? There's a solution. There is a solution that can beat 90 to 99% of Python submissions, right? I'm going to show you guys how that works, right? We go from beating 5% to beating 90%, right? That's like a big jump. So this does, again, come with like a little bit of like math knowledge and some logical knowledge. So and I might go a bit fast because we're almost out of time. But if you guys, we can always just continue it to next class or um, just continue next class. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly just explain it, and if you have any questions, just let me know. But just like try your best to listen. Okay, so instead of using two loops that we just did, right, and checking every possible pair of numbers, right, and check instead of checking every possible pair of numbers, uh, oh, you have a class that starts at 5? Okay. Then instead, since there's like another teacher that has like a class that starts at 5, so how about let me just quickly go over the homework and then I'll explain this on next class. You don't need to know this specifically for your homework, okay? So I'll explain it next class. So for homework, right? Uh, I want you guys to try to receive two things. Try to do two things, right? I want you guys to submit a screenshot of your completed solution with the code for today's problem, right? And also, I want you guys to try to solve another problem, right? So submit your code for this, like submit the screenshot of the accepted screen for this problem, like the two sum problem, and I want you guys to try to submit another screen for the move zeros problem, which is right here. Okay, I'll post these slides and then we can just well we can talk about more next week. Okay, I'll explain the solution again next week.
Where
Or
can I get the problems?
what?
Where can I get the
Yeah,
problem?
they're in the slides, so don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna end it here because there's like another class, so I don't want to take their time as well. So I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Good job for trying today. Good job on trying. And try to do the problems. Try your best. Okay. But you guys did good today. See you guys next week.
Bye.